lift off on another Tarot Today live episode. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you may be listening to us. I'm Dax Carlisle, coming to you live from Tucson, Arizona. We are the show that's been bringing you the world of tarot for the last 12 years. And here's my fabulous co-host, Mary Brown. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Dax. Hey, everybody. Here we are on our first Monday Tarot Today live episode. This is exciting.
I was going to say it's a little odd,
It's weird.
Being here on a Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be great, though. Want to let everybody know that we are live simulcasting on Blog Talk Radio, as well as video streaming to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all over the place. Yep. But the best place to watch us, so if you're listening on Blog Talk, you can actually go over to our YouTube channel. Just open a new tab in your browser there, type in tarottoday.live and click on the currently live image there. You'll see at the top of the page. I don't know what to call it. The
graphic.
Yeah, you'll see the live at the top of the page. Okay, that's the way we should say it, And then that way it'll open up and you can get in the comments with us. And that's another way you can communicate with us. You can chat with us in the comments during the live show, as well as you can call into the show. You want to tell them about that, Mary?
Yes, they can call into the show. And the number to call is 816 something.
Oh no, she's having a senior moment, folks. She's having a senior moment. It's 714-816-4628.
628. Okay, I remember that. 714-816-4628. Be sure to press the number 1 on your dial pad, because that literally raises your little skinny hand. It is like a little weird, like alien hand that gets raised on the switchboard. Then allows us to be able to see that you would like to be on the air with us, or that you have a question, or that you would like a free mini reading from Dax and I, a free mini tag team reading. So again, that number is 714-816-4628. Press the number 1 on the dial pad if you want to be on air with us.
Awesome.
I think I've got it now. I've got the number emblazoned.
Oh, wow. Well, speaking of your senior moment, I mean, I'm going to put on my old man spectacles so I can see the
perfect.
So I can see the switchboard a little bit better there. It's not just you, Mary. It's me too.
Thank goodness.
Checking out the switchboard. We already got a bunch of folks calling in. We'll give you a couple of minutes to call in here. And I'm going to check the feed here and see. I would like a mini reading. When and how will I go back to work? Oh, when and how will I go? Oh, that's the question. I'm like going, well, I don't know. After the reading, you're going to go back to work, baby? I
love that.
Oh,
okay. Who is that from? Is that on YouTube or?
It takes a while I've noticed it since we started doing the live streaming a few weeks ago. I've noticed that it takes a while for the restream. That's the platform that sends it out and also pulls in all the messages from all the different places that we are currently live streaming to. And it takes a while for it to catch up and actually start showing the names and everything. So folks, if you could put your name in, even if it's a pseudonym, say, hey, this is Joanna and I want to know XYZ, and good afternoon, everyone. Hi, everybody. Haven't seen anybody from YouTube yet. Okay, so that's once again, I'm going to say that's the best place to be, because I'm actually going to do that right now. I'm going to go over to our YouTube channel, tarottoday.live. And there we are live right on there. Of course, I have to turn off the
volume.
Turn off the volume. Okay, so now I've got that up. and I can actually see your names and everything if you message us there. It's okay. You can still message us from Facebook, but be aware that we might not have a name for you. Stick that in if you can, please. But the best thing, folks, wherever you're listening to us or watching us, switch over to the YouTube channel whenever possible. Come over here to tarottoday.live. It was right there, Mary, at the top, and I just clicked on the live and boom. Now I've got the chat. In fact, I'll say something in there. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
In the chat. Yeah. So for those that are new, we've been doing this for 12 years. God, soon it's going to be 13 years. And I just wanted to say that we've been on Saturdays, and now we're going to do Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So plenty of opportunities to come in. And, we're not just doing readings. We're going to have interviews and so forth like that we've been doing for the past 12 years. We might do some pre-recorded segments and play them live and then come back live and take phone calls. So the other big thing that we love that we don't get enough of, Mary, is folks asking us questions. We're also here for that. Yeah. Mary is the vice president of the Tarot Guild, and I'm the founder and president. And a lot of our listeners are new to tarot or have been tarot readers for 20 years or are wanting to go professional, and they have questions, so you can ask us about tarot and numerology, oracle cards, crystals, the law of attraction, spirituality, hypnosis, NLP. We have everything covered between Mary and I. So we love those kind of questions. How does this work? Or, how do you do timing in tarot? Or how do you do this? And, does this really work? And things like that. So I just wanted to put that out there.
I mean, that, and also, I think, what's interesting too, because I find that, and maybe it happens to you too, but a lot of times I'll get asked questions about getting readings, from people that are, getting readings, and maybe they had a reading and they didn't really understand like how it worked, or what is really happening when they get a reading. So even, even if you don't know very much about tarot, it's definitely a great time during our shows to ask us about it. Like, hey, I got a tarot reading and I'm not sure what to think of it. How does this thing really work? So it's lay people, professionals, whoever. And please, if you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe to our channel. That would help. We would love that.
On the last few lives, we forgot to do that. We're trying to build the channel up, and we want to get the subscribers and the likes and everything up there, of course. So if you guys can help us out and give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, hit that bell icon, and you'll be notified right away. I mean, you already know, okay, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, same bat time, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern US time. And, but it's really neat because I get it on the channels that I follow, Mary. When they go live, it just pops right up on my phone. I go click, and then I'm in the live, like that. So, yeah.
It's weird because
hit that bell icon.
What's so funny is that so many times I'll like just go over to YouTube to like, I don't know, watch some animal video or music video or something. I'm like kind of addicted. Like that's my new TV, right? But so many times when I've popped on YouTube, like Christiana Gaudet has been live, and I'm like, hey, it's always like weird timing. So I'll go over and watch her, and I love the subscription thing. So definitely subscribe to us so that just pops up for you, and you get the notifications and everything because it's so convenient. But hey,
Another
But
thing, I got a couple more things before we go anywhere with
okay,
the rest of the show here.
I
I got
won't
some,
go anywhere.
yeah, because you never know what's going to come up in chat, and we got stuff coming
Yeah.
up in chat and things like that.
Mm.
So the other thing is we can just chat about tarot, and I don't think people quite get that. They tune into the show, they hear us doing mini readings and all, but that's not all the show's about, folks. And we want to get into just, you know, it, I mentioned the questions before, but it doesn't even have to be questions. If you're a tarot person, a tarotist, some people say, I like tarologist. I think that sounds really cool. Pop in the chats here with us and, let us know. Let us know. Uh, anything you want to chit chat about tarot. And so, as an example, I got in chat here on YouTube. So Victoria says, first off, I love what you do. You really helped me into tarot. I've
Yeah,
done, yeah, I've done tarot
that's so
on and
cool.
off for a year, every day last summer, and I got answers that made sense. But I thrifted. Oh, I think she means I drifted away from tarot completely. I think the answers were too real. Plus, I got frustrated that I could not be 100% sure of the answers. Please, do you have any advice to get me started again?
Mm.
So, how does
Oh.
Victoria reconnect with the cards and maybe make more sense?
Well, there's a lot of ways to go, Victoria. I think that a lot of us have had that experience of like being really into tarot and then leaving for a while and then coming back. And, what I found is that I think that's supposed to happen sometimes. I think that our experience informs a lot of times the meanings that we get out of the cards. It's hard to not have a lot of experience of life and then try to like make sense out of a reading that's talking about life. That's one thing. How do you get back into it? One way would be like just start drawing like a card a day and draw it in the morning and then see how the things that unfold during the day maybe might reflect the meaning of the card. And that's also a way to develop like new meanings. And I would say like definitely don't worry too much about memorization, because
Mm,
that can get you stuck anyways, because then you're stuck in these like sort of canned things. Look at the imagery in the card. What is it saying to you? And three things that I think about every tarot card really is like, think of your own three meanings for each of the cards. And one of the meanings is going to be like, if it's a neutral answer, you know. So like say the Five of Cups, which just pops into my mind a lot. I don't know why. But the Five of Cups, what would be a neutral and neutral meaning for the Five of Cups? Well, that nickname that we so often hear regarding the Five of Cups is spilled milk. Don't cry over spilled milk. So it's just like that's sort of neutral because it's not the end of the world. You don't have to like be upset about it. And so that could be a neutral meaning for the Five of Cups. What would be a positive meaning for the Five of Cups? Well, if we were talking about the Five of Cups, a card so often associated with like disappointment, a
mm.
letdown in some way. Sometimes disappointments turn out to be kind of like good for us, you know? So I look at that, the Five of Cups in a positive light is saying, like, okay, I didn't need that, you know? Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. Maybe something didn't work out or the milk got spilled or whatever. But I guess I probably didn't need that anyway, you know?
Ah,
And then also, like, what would be the worst case scenario with the Five of Cups? Somebody says something mean and really hurts your feelings, and those are just examples. So you don't have to use those, but just like that sort of like off the top of your head exploration of the cards and do that with each one. Look at the imagery. Don't worry about what a book says. I'm sure if you were into tarot before, you have a few books on it, but just see what fresh perspective you can bring to it now that you're returning to it. And you can always go back and look it up in a book, but that's one way, because it's like it's going to stick in your head if you do that kind of work. And journaling, write down those things, write down just the thoughts and feelings that any particular card like brings up for you in the moment. There's no right or wrong to it. So, but welcome back. Welcome back,
Yeah.
Victoria. What do you think, Dax? What are some ways to help her?
Well, I got a couple things on that. First of all, I want to say hi to Pooja. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. We got I don't have a name on it because it was, again, from Facebook. For some reason, the the YouTube names are coming in, but not Facebook. But we have a Facebook user. Good morning from Australia.
Good day.
Good day.
Good
Good
day.
day. They're watching in Australia. We love it.
Yay.
Absolutely. So I hope that helped you out. What Mary had to say, Victoria. What I'll say about it is I think people try too hard. I really do. I like your idea of going through the cards, Mary, and trying to reconnect and not worrying about, the book meanings and what other people have to say. Look at the picture. Look at what's going on. What's your first initial feeling? How are you feeling about the card? And then what's going on in the card? Literally say it out loud. This is what's going on in this card to me. What's important is how it is for you, and because this is you connecting with it, and then also notice, because the cards will have different symbols and parts of the images and things. Some of it is hard to see in some of the cards, so look around, see what your eye is drawn to as well, and just get a feeling for it. And especially, God, you remember that book 2-Hour Tarot Tutor?
Yes.
I think
I
that's
don't
what
remember who wrote it.
I know, and I really, I apologize. I should know because we interviewed them, but this was 11 years ago, folks. Anyway, but the line from that book, say what you see, was the
Yeah.
biggest thing. So when you get stuck and you put down a card and you're not remembering keywords, or you're having an issue or something like that, and by the way, all of us are off some days, and certain cards that will connect fine on Monday, and then on Friday we're like, what, but sometimes it can help to just audibly say what you see in the card. So there's some little tips for you there, Victoria. Welcome back. I hope you'll hang out. Come to our free workshops. We just did a great workshop on birth cards and soul cards. Yeah, with Pamela Steele.
Pamela Steele.
And it's right here on the YouTube channel. So go check that out after the show here. Oh, Mary, did you get a card of the day?
I just did, because I remembered that I didn't get one, that I forgot. And this comes from the Crystal Wisdom deck by Rochelle Sharman. It's like teeny tiny. See how little it is? I love these little decks. And this is really cool because on one side of the card is just a picture of a crystal.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me do speaker view and make it bigger, and you can show us.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
And the card is opal. And the way this deck works, it's really simple. This is just like an affirmation deck. So on one side you have the picture of the card, the crystal, and then on the other side you have the name of the crystal and a little message. And the message for today, I'm like, I gotta read this. Like the print is so tiny. That's the only problem I have with this. Is joy. My soul sings and dances to the vibration of joy. So today's a great day to dance and sing to the vibration of joy.
Oh,
that's my card of the day. What
awesome.
did you do? What did you do?
First of all, looking at the numerology, today's the 19th. So in numerology, we reduce to a single digit. 1 + 9 is 10. 1 + 0 is 1. It's a 1 day. You also have the full date reduces to actually 7 today. And I was trying to think of a way to explain this because someone was asking me, which number is more important. And you got to understand, different numerologists do all of this differently. They have different ideas. Some people only look at the date energy. Some people only look at the day energy. In fact, more frequently than not, people just go the 19th, it's a 1 day. They don't even pay attention to the whole date. And, my analytical mind, I'm like, that makes no sense to me, Mary. So the way I look at it is the date, the full date energy is like the overarching energy, whereas the more personal energy is the day. And you really see it here because it's one, which is self, which is us, leadership. And it's about new beginnings and things like that. And the overarching energy of 7, that's what they call the spiritual number in numerology, and it's the number of the seeker. Okay. So maybe seeking something new. Oh yeah, this is a great day to, any kind of research, doing genealogy, anything along those lines, exploring how the universe works, those kind of things. But I pulled my card of the day and got, there we go, the Lover's card.
It's so romantic.
Yeah.
Chiro's work there.
He did really good with that one.
He's a romantic.
Yeah. And what I was, and six is success. 1 is new beginnings. Maybe a bunch of people out there are going to be starting some new relationships today. I wasn't quite sure, so I pulled a qualifier card. And believe it or not, 6 got another 6. Literally the success card, folks.
Wow.
Again. And then, I was so intrigued by that. I couldn't stop there. I pulled yet another card just to see what would happen. And sure enough, 10 of Cups, idyllic home life. Look at that. Hearth and home, so yeah, the cards are, stacked in our favor today, especially if you're starting something new romantically as well. So anyway, that's what I got for today. And remember the 7 energy too. It's a number of the natural detective, especially if it's like your life path or your attitude number. Yeah. Awesome sauce. So we got some things coming in, questions. We got some callers raising their hand here. Let's give out the phone number again, Mary.
Yes. Let's do that. 714-816-4628. Remember to press the number 1 on your dial pad to let us know that you want to be on the air. And the number again, 714-816-4628. I'm not
and
used
just
to doing this on a Monday.
I know. So we're going to go to phone lines in just a second. For those of you listening on Blog Talk, hey, if you want to see us, remember, go over to the YouTube channel, tarottoday.live. And some of the comments from the chat, oh my God, it's blowing up there, Mary. We got hello from Elizabeth. Michelle is in the UK. My condolences on the Queen, ma'am.
Mine too.
Yeah, we've been watching that all morning, the procession and everything. And
what a legacy.
We've got someone from Belgium watching.
Hi, I've been to Belgium.
Mary's been there.
Yes, you have the best chocolate. I love you, Belgium.
The best chocolate. Hey, real quick. Yeah. Let's do this, Mary. Before we take our first phone call, we're going to go to area code 805, then 203, 509, 806. I'm just letting people know we're going to get to you in just a second. We got, I'm scrolling through here. I can only see one question. If anybody has a mini reading question they want us to do, pull some cards, go ahead and pop it in the chat, wherever you are watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. But that very first one we got, way back at the beginning of the show. I still don't have a name for them, but they asked, when and how will I go back to work? So let's pull some cards on that. Just see what happens here.
When and how.
When and how. And I kind of got to like close my eyes and try to focus in energetically here because I don't have a name. You know, it's usually the name that helps me the most, Mary, when I'm connecting. I don't know how it is for you.
I just feel like the question is connected to the person that asked. So I kind of look at it that way.
Well, if I'm doing a reading live, like on a Zoom or on the phone, or however or in person, however I'm doing it, it's an automatic connection. But when we're doing these, and there's like all this, all these people out there, I feel like I have to connect, and I do it. You know how I do it also, especially this is from chat, makes it a little harder. But up until we started live streaming, everything was mostly coming from the phone calls. And believe it or not, Mary, I use their phone number.
Really?
I stare at their name and the phone number on the Blog Talk switchboard, and I close my eyes and I just try to connect with them. It really helps when you know where they are. Denmark. Victoria's in Denmark, by the way.
Denmark. Hi, Denmark.
Okay.
They're the ones with all the weed, right? Denmark, is that right?
I don't know.
Sorry. Oh wait, where's Amsterdam? Where everybody's
Amsterdam
like smoking in the cafe.
Isn't that Denmark?
Oh wait, maybe that's the Netherlands.
Or is that Denmark? I get those countries all messed up.
Geographically ignorant. Well, I am so sorry.
Yes.
But Denmark sounds great. Oh, Macbeth. Macbeth the play. Isn't that set in Denmark?
And you literally great were play. In Germany and all these countries when you were in the military. It's like you should know better than me.
I know. I should. I didn't go to the Netherlands or Denmark, though, and I really should. But I went to Belgium. Love Belgium. If the Belgium person is still there. I'm like alienating our audience, right?
Yeah.
The person from Denmark is like, what is wrong with her? When and how is so-and-so going to go back to work? When, in the timing position, I got the 3 of Cups. So within the next 3 months, I don't think anything's really going to happen for the first 2 weeks, though, because I got the 2 of Swords on that.
Yeah,
and
I got the Emperor.
How is that going to happen? How is an interesting question. How do you get back to work? The Temperance card comes up. Okay. And so to me, that's the how of it. If you have been out of work for a while, it's going to be like kind of, moderation, there may be some compromises to make, because when we're out of working for a while, we kind of our lifestyle shifts and changes a bit, and we get into like a different routine or a no routine. And so, go easy at it, don't get so super stressed out about it, because you want to do a good job anyways. You might make that money, get paid, right? What are you getting, Dax?
Well, like I said, I got the Emperor in the timing position. That's a 4. Fits in with the same, what was it, 3 or 4 weeks you were talking about?
Yeah, I said within, I took it all out to it's going to happen within the next 3 months, but nothing for the first couple of weeks here.
Okay, yeah. So I'm getting minimum 4 weeks. And then I got 2 8 cards. 8 is abundance in numerology. So that's actually looking really positive. But then when we look at the cards themselves, okay, Swords, way too many thoughts and ideas. You're like entrapped by the thoughts and ideas. And of course, the 8 of Cups, letting go, especially with Cups being emotions, that's emotional attachments, the way things used to be, being too attached to the past. Okay, so how is this going to happen? It's more about you. It's more about letting go of the way things were That could be a lot of different things, but I'm thinking along the lines of job and like maybe the career path you were on, maybe you're too attached to the types of jobs and positions that you've had, and you kind of need to open things up a little more for the universe to bring in what's right for you. And then with the Eight of Swords, like I said, thoughts and ideas. So with that, when that card shows up in a reading, I'm always thinking along the lines of you're thinking too much on this. And also it's kind of a scatter. You can even see it in the card, Mary. It's like it's scattered attention, looking at all these different things and having all these different thoughts and ideas instead of focusing in on one thing. Okay. So there's the letting go and the focusing in. So that's what I'm feeling, that you're going to make more progress if you narrow it down. I want this job or this type of job, at least, and focus in on one thing. I think what I'm getting from this is the shotgun approach to applying for jobs, Mary, where I'm going to send out 150
it's like
resumes,
everything.
throw it spaghetti against the wall, see what sticks, kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. So hope that helped you out. We're going to pop over to the phone lines here. We got a little while left in the show. We're sticking to about an hour, folks, on these shows. And let's see who's been waiting the longest in the wings here. It looks like area code 203. Caller, are you there? 203. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello, 203. Are you there? Oh, the switchboard is hung up.
Oh,
are you there?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What's your name, hon? Where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from Connecticut.
Ooh, I can barely hear you.
Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah, get as
And
close to your microphone
Hang on
as
1 minute.
possible.
Okay. What's your name?
Hang on.
What's your name, hon?
My name's Pat.
Okay,
My
got
name's
that.
Pat.
Pat from Connecticut. What do you want to talk about?
Wondering if you could tell me what you see, where my son is heading in the close. I'm sorry, I can't think of the word. I've got concerns about my son, and I'm just wondering, where he's heading,
Right.
emotionally,
Kind of,
spiritually.
Oh,
kind of like what's going on with him, basically, that you need to know about.
Exactly.
Would that work?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting for, he's been quiet for a while, which means, he'll be in touch with me at some point, and I never know what it's going to be like.
Is this an adult son?
Yes, it's an adult. I
Yeah.
love him dearly. We're very close, but he's struggling.
Yeah.
So he keeps me at a distance.
Sure. And that can happen, those I have two sons, and sometimes it's hard as they go through things that we, can't, we can't go through it for them,
Yeah, he needs to be told, to get some help, but intuitively it would backfire. I do it, I think, but I'm afraid he's going to really hurt his marriage.
Right. Well, home life does come up, is kind of a, the basis of kind of what's going on with him right now. We have the 10 of Pentacles, and usually that's a good card. The way I do this spread, like the card that's at the bottom is the thing that's like being pushed down or away or repressed. So it's like he's not in that mode of trying to make it a happy home right now. He's being like kind of, I feel, with the Knight of Cups as the central focus card. I don't know if you can see this if you're watching, but anyways,
Yeah.
It's like all in his, it's like the emotions are kind of what is like driving him literally. And he could use some help. The Six of Pentacles comes up. I mean, I guess, you already, have a sense of like how well he's going to receive that suggestion from you. If there's
Oh,
somebody
he
else
wouldn't.
that right, if there's somebody else that it could come from, um, that would be great too. I get the King of Swords here. That might represent somebody who might be of help to him and help him kind of focus his mind instead of being like so sort of having this emotional turmoil. But ultimately, the last card I get is the Page of Wands. So it feels like he's got to get excited about something, and that may be happening in the near future, where there's something new that he gets curious about and that he wants to learn about, and that sort of excites him and kind of pulls him out of this sort of, little bit of a rut that it feels like he's in emotionally. But let's see what Dax is getting.
Yes,
Okay,
and
thank you so much.
I
You're
did
welcome.
want. I'm getting a lot in the chat, and I did want to say to everybody in the chat, they're asking for various readings and mini readings and putting question marks and everything like that. It's like, okay, give us a minute.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Okay, we're on the phone lines right now. So some of them are like spamming in there like multiple times. Hello. It's like, yes, we saw your messages.
Yeah.
Just let us get back to you. Okay. I mean, I don't have a lot here. I got to be really honest with you. I feel a lot of the issues are surrounding money. It just seems to me like, you got the Knight of Cups, Mary. I got the Knight of Coins. Is the slowest moving of the of the knights, and I feel like he's hung up on. There's the Page of Wands,
Hey, I
and
got that.
yeah, and even though he's an adult, I think he has an adolescent outlook on certain things, and because it's the
He
wands,
does.
and it's
Yeah.
it's the fire energy. He's trying to find and follow his passion, and he you're unhappy if you can't find your focus and follow your passion, and this, Mary. You both your
Yeah.
sons have chased after their passions, their dreams, kind of
Yeah.
thing. And I think until he works this out, he's going to have issues. You got the relationship with the wife, and you got the material things going on with the money aspect of it. I think he's and then the main focus is that hangman energy. He's just hung up right now,
Yeah.
and he needs to get past that before he's going to be happy.
Yeah. And Pat, I just want to say, you know, you can't do it for him. And that's a
Right.
lesson that I had to learn. That was hard to learn. It's the hardest lesson to learn as a mother, is that you think you can save them, the trouble. You can save them from making mistakes. It's like, oh, no, do it this way, and then you won't have to go through all of that. And the truth is like, they have to go through what they have to go through, and sometimes it's hard to watch. Sometimes it's really hurtful, because there are times where they don't want to hear from mom. They have nothing to say to her. I've been in that situation. So as much as you can do to kind of be in the moment, and when he comes to you or you connect with him, either way, be in that moment. But when you're not, you can't like drive yourself. It's like I made myself sick with worry over my sons at different points, in their teen and early adult years. So definitely, do some self-care for you too, because there's nothing harder than this. There's nothing harder than watching your kid have a tough time. It makes me
Right.
want to cry. I like totally relate to this, Pat. So my heart goes out to you, and please,
Mm.
be gentle with yourself, okay?
Thanks for the call, Hunt.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Okay.
And I want to remind everybody we're going to be here on Thursday. Yeah, just a
Yeah.
couple of days. We'll be back. So if we don't get to your call or your question today in comments, we'll be back. Remember, it's all 3 days, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. It's 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. That's 7 p.m. in the UK. You can go over to our YouTube channel, tarottoday.live, hit
Like
subscribe.
and subscribe. I was just gonna say, please.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
but more specifically, Mary, I wanted to tell them to go over to tarottoday.live and subscribe, but also hit that bell icon. So you hit subscribe and it pops up this thing, hit bell. That way you'll get notified when we've gone live on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. I keep wanting to say Wednesdays for some reason, but it's Thursday. It's Thursday. So yeah, so that's how you do it, and let's see, before we get to some of the questions, I think a lot of these questions are in the chat. There's some general readings, general love readings, general, that kind of, so we're just going to pull a card on that. But let's take another phone call here, see who's been waiting the longest. It looks like area code 509. Caller, are you there? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Erica, and I'm calling from
Erica.
Washington State.
Okay.
Hi,
Washington.
Erica.
Yeah.
I lived in Seattle for a few years. That was
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Really awesome.
What do you want to talk about, Erica?
I just kind of wanted to ask about when you see me meeting and getting married, I guess, or if you even see that happening. I feel like I'm too old already. But
you're too old. God, you sound like you're
Oh,
22.
you sound like really young. Yeah. How old are you? Can I ask? You're on the phone. Nobody can see you. You're what? 28?
28.
Oh, that's young.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I read something on this recently, Mary, and it's actually really common now. Folks are not getting married until their 30s, or even if they are getting married in their like late 20s, they're not starting a family till their mid 30s. It's completely different from how it was, our generation.
Oh yeah.
And before.
Well, I had a client the other night who's in her 60s and just got married. It's like her 5th marriage or something.
Yeah, it's never too late.
I was just like, what a romantic, It's like, don't give up on love. But 28, don't give up on love, honey. Are you kidding me? You got all kinds of good stuff coming up. What are you getting, Dax? I feel like she's getting a lot of options. The full card overlooking everything, the sun card coming up. But yeah,
oh my God, I got the sun card. Look.
Yay. And this one is
and
the one
strength.
I got.
Hang in there, honey.
Wow.
Hang in there.
Yeah, you got all kinds of good stuff coming up. The 10 of Pentacles, hearth and home. Yeah, it's gonna happen. This guy, the guy, who knows? But the main central focus card I get is the King of Wands. So hot cha-cha, the King of Wands knows how to use that wand. So go ahead, Dax. What are you getting?
Well, I did it because she asked it that way. I did it as a simple yes, no, my normal 5 card. And like I said, well, first, let me tell you, I got 4 out of 5 yes cards. That's a strong yes. This is going to happen. The ball could get rolling in the next 3 months, actually. I got, a couple of the best cards to get. I mean, especially the sun card, right? but
Yeah.
strength, that's the kind of, hang in there, because this is the way you feel right now. This is how she feels right now.
Aw. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
ever
Three of
gonna
swords,
happen?
10 of wands, 3 of swords, overburdened. And look how Chiro did this. Usually the 3 of swords, it's a heart with 3 swords in it, but this is a completely different envisioning of it. Look how she's got her head in her arm, and kind of just what the one arm's just hanging off there, holding onto the sword. It's kind of like, oh, I've been trying and trying here,
Yeah. You know, but that,
Now, what?
that's the whole thing. I just want to say one thing because it
Okay.
connects to what you were just saying about trying too hard. I got the Fool card. Be freer, be open to it.
Mhm.
Be open to it. Jump off the cliff, when somebody gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling.
But to answer your question, it's going to happen. And then the main focus, okay, this is the thing though. I didn't get any core cards. I didn't see any particular individuals coming in yet. And that's because she needs to make a shift. Now, I feel that if anything, 6 of Cups. Now, 6 again is success, but we call this the nostalgia card. You may already know this person. But because I didn't get any particular cards on potentially who, and we'd have to do a much longer reading, pull more cards for that. I don't know yet, but it looks really positive. I hope that helped you out, Erica. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thanks, Erica.
It did, yes. Thank you.
Awesome sauce.
Erica.
Okay. Oh, hey, I did want to mention, let's see if I can bring this up real quick here. I did not have this queued like I normally have it queued here. Let me see. Share screen. Here we go. I'm going to pop this up here. It's our tag team readings.
Awesome.
Talking to Erica just reminded me, because we only have a few minutes with the callers, but you can book a private session with Mary and I both together. That's why they're called tag team readings. And, if you like the mini readings on this show, what's nice about the tag team readings is we can spend a lot more time with you. And it's much more, obviously it's private and intimate, the 3 of us on like a Zoom call or something like that. And you can just go over to tagteam.tarottoday.live to book the reading. Tagteam.tarottoday.live. What do you want to say about tag team readings, Mary?
I would like to say, yes, do it.
Do it.
It'll be fun. It really will be, because it's like, man, if we weren't, if I wasn't me, I would like to get a reading from us. It's a weird way to do it, because it's like, it's everything. It's not just a tarot reading. You also get the numerology report. We also do a chakra reading, crystal recommendation, alignment things that I like to do for my clients, my own private clients. So, it's not something I offer that I can even, do on the show. And it also so often, just like today, with so many people wanting readings and having questions and everything, we only have an hour during the show, so we don't get a chance to really dig into some things. So I would say tag team readings are really good, especially if you're at this point of change going on in your life, and you're like, wow, I need a real 360 view. I need to dig into how I got to where I am right now, what I can do to kind of prepare myself for the next phase. What do I have to look forward to, and what do I have to look out for?
Yeah. So like I said earlier, if we don't get to you today, remember, we'll be here on Thursday, we'll be here on Saturday, but hey, book a tag team reading, tagteam.tarottoday.live. We would love to hang out with you. Typically, if you're wondering how long, typically those last 30 to 40 minutes. I mean, there's, there's no real time limit we're putting on it, but generally in that area, and plenty of time to go deep into multiple questions, actually.
Yeah.
So anyway, just thought I'd put that out there. And, we are broadcasting on the Psychic Talk Radio Network. We've been mentioning, our show, of course, Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays now. For the rest of the shows, you can go to psychictalk.net/upcoming and see the entire list, including all of our shows and all the other shows on the network. Lots of fabulous stuff coming up for you. Let's see it. Any other announcements real quick? I think that was everything.
I think that's everything. We'll be back Thursday if we forgot something.
That's right. And by the way, in between shows, in addition to the tag, of course, booking a tag team reading, you can contact us individually. Maybe you have suggestions for the show, questions you'd like us to answer on air, but you can't call in maybe, or something like that, but you'd like us to answer a question about tarot or numerology or the guild or getting certified or becoming a professional reader. I mean, it's endless. Whatever it is, just shoot us a line. Maybe you want to book a private reading with Mary. You can go over to her page, mary.thetarotguild.com. You can go over to my page, dax.thetarotguild.com. And if you're new to tarot, you can go to learn.thetarotguild.com. Just go over to the website, thetarotguild.com, and you can join the guild. You don't have to be a professional reader to join. It's only $1 a month. And when you join the professional premium membership, you'll get $100 off my course if you're wanting to take a tarot course. Mine has tarot and numerology. It's called Tarot by the Numbers. You'll find all of that at thetarotguild.com. Let's see. So going back through, let's see if we can pull some one-carders on some of these questions in here. God, it's just...
Are there any love life ones? I have my love life oracle deck.
Yes, there was one.
That'd be fun.
Wait. Let me find that real quick, because that popped out at me, because people ask for general readings and stuff like that, but they actually said general reading for love. Yeah, it was Abhishek. I know I'm totally butchering these people's names, but that's the best I can do.
Just a general reading for love. I'm going to use the Love Notes Oracle by Lisa Atkinson. These are adorable cards. They look like Valentine's cards, and they're just so sweet. And wow. So
what'd you get?
I got 2 cards, actually.
Oh.
They're very small. One is the number 11 comes up. Okay. Connected to this. So that could be the 11th month. That could be November. Maybe something's happening in love life. That could be 11 weeks from now. So something connected to the number 11 with this. And the adorable little message is really simple. Be love. If you want love, be love. Get in that energy. So often we think it's about somebody else. We think it's about the other person. Does he love me? Does he care? Does it, we want love. We want to feel love, but it's hard to get that unless we can be love. And what does that mean? Be love without attachment to the outcome. Be love without, making it a competition of who does the most for the other person. Forget all of that. Just be in the essence of it. Yep. Fill your heart with it. What are you getting?
I want to say sorry, folks, that I couldn't get to the cough button fast enough. I'm still dealing with the tail end of a cold. That's why you see me drinking so much water and everything. this should be like our lightning round, and I love that you've got that deck. Keep that deck out because Elizabeth
I will.
wants one too. But real quick, I got the magician card, so it's basically the universe saying for you. Let me try to pronounce the name again. Abyss Shek. Abhishek. Sorry, it's really difficult for me. Anyway, but the universe wants you to know, in addition to everything Mary said, that you are in control. Elizabeth definitely would like a relationship reading. Okay, well, there you go. I got the Four of Cups. I get the feeling that you've not been too happy with your prospects lately, but there is a new one coming in, and it may already be here, but you're unaware of it. You're not paying attention to it. It's right there. Mary, what are you getting? Pull a card for Elizabeth.
I have got love asserts. That means you need to assert yourself when it comes to your relationship. What do you want? What do you want out of the relationship? What is it that needs a little bit of help, that's not like floating your boat, that gives you that desire to come and have somebody pull cards on your relationship? If you're in a relationship, you gotta do the work too, and you gotta like say what you want. And that doesn't mean you're always going to get what you want. It's always about compromise, but don't compromise what's important to you, and stand up for the things that are important to you. Discover what your love language is compared to your partner's love language, and figure out how to get on the same page.
Nice one. Now, Chloe, she wants a general reading, and here you go. I got the Fool card. So, whatever the biggest question you've got, the answer is yes, and it's go ahead, take the leap of faith.
And
I don't know if you want to pull a card or not. I'm going to scroll back and see what I missed.
Two of Pentacles. There may be some multitasking that needs to happen with that. You want to make sure that you find your center, and, while you're multitasking, juggling, maybe like fluctuating back and forth and stuff, you got to find what the center is and where the balance is at, and be grounded with that earth energy. Who's next?
Okay, so our friend from Brussels, and I'm afraid to try to pronounce her name. It's like USRA. Usra?
US.
And she wants to know, will Azadine, is that how you say Azzedine? Azadine or Azadine?
Azadine.
I have no clue. Anyway,
I don't know either.
Will they be in a real relationship in a year? And she says no contact. ? No contact. So I don't know if she means that potentially that she's not in contact. When I pulled it, I got the Knight of Swords. Court cards are generally a no, but he's showing up. He's busy doing something over here. And then I got this one, Mary. Seven of Swords.
Ooh.
So there's stuff going on in the shadows, in the background with him that you're unaware of.
Yeah,
so it's not looking too promising.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I got the Five of Wands. Like, there's competing interests. There's some other things going on. So one, that could be why maybe there hasn't been contact. But again, with the cards Dax got and me just pulling the Five of Wands, I don't need to pull another card to let you know that this is like a little problematic. And if you're talking about being in a relationship with somebody, you don't want to start off, spending a lot of time waiting for all the problems to go away. You need to decide what to do yourself, regardless of what the other person does. Don't put your life on hold for anybody if you can avoid it. But thanks for the question.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Solicito. I think it's Solicito. Solecito. New sub, Mary.
Yay.
New subscriber to our YouTube channel.
Oh,
And
how cool.
they would like a career. May I get a career read? I work full time and have a side job. That's my passion, creating art on products. Oh, that is really cool. I do all the artwork for the guild and for our YouTube and everything like that, and I totally understand that. Okay, so when I'm looking at those, alrighty. So the cards want you to take a break, step back, look at the whole picture with the Four of Swords, and you're right at the precipice of success. There's that success card again, that Six of Wands, Ace of Coins, new opportunity. And I feel, which by the way leads to the King of Coins. So what I feel is going on with that is that you're just not making the leap of faith. You're not, it's you're doing your full-time thing and you're doing this thing on the side, and it's going to stay that way until you go, I'm all in. And I really feel if you say that, as soon as I read that and read the part about I work full time, but I got to the passion creating art on products, I got that in the solar plexus, Mary. I got that feeling, it's like, yeah, that's it. That's the thing, that's the answer, that you need to go with your passion. What are you getting, Mary? Anything on that?
I got the Four of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Just like you. 2 cards.
Oh my God.
Four of Swords came up first. Look, I feel like, to me, I'm saying like, don't worry about it right now. Kind of like rest your mind about this. How do I do this when this is my passion, and I do a little bit of this and I'm always doing this full time. And that can also represent, like, to me, like even like a 4-week, 4-month period of where like you keep trucking along with all of this. But then the last card I got was the Star card. So there's hope, your aspiration, your dream. Don't give up your daydream. Don't give up the thing that means the most to you, because ultimately you're going to regret it if you don't do it, and it's just something to think about. But for the next, like, even like for the next 4 months, I would just, kind of use that time to kind of clear out, the sort of angsty kind of feeling we have about not being able to like do our passion full time. And then, the card that I want to mention here is the Eight of Wands. I feel like once you do decide that, like, okay, this time I'm going to do this, I'm going to just put everything I have into it, then I feel like things could start happening really quickly. And it's going to be important to communicate and get the word out about your work, So yeah, don't give up. Just give yourself a break mentally.
Yep. And Michelle says, did you see my question? Please, when will I be signing for my house? I don't remember that one coming in. So let's see if we pull cards, timing. I'm going to pull another card. Oh, wow, Mary. I pull the Ace of Swords, and then I pulled the Ace of Cups.
Wow.
Talk about confirmation. One and then one, I mean, that's as quickly as a week. Within a week. But it could be, a week to a month. I'm feeling a week, but could be as much as a month. It's one energy. I just feel like it happening really quickly.
Yeah. I get, I got one of those cards that sometimes I like to just stop at when on a question like this, if the card comes up, and that's the Nine of Cups. the wish card, when do you want it to happen? I feel like it's like just, what would be ideal for you, because he's saying such a short time frame. I'm getting the wish card. I feel like there's not going to be, problems that get in the way of this or cause delays or anything, so
I
this
think
looks
that's
good.
I think that's so funny, and it's so true. In fact, a lot of these questions, and not just today's show, but like we've been doing this for 12 years, and a lot of them boil down to that. It's like, do you want it? When do you want it?
Yeah.
Have you set the intention? It's all a matter of, and I get the magician card a lot in these readings because that's the universe. Whenever I see the magician card, that's the universe going, you have the power. It's whenever you want to do it, let's see. Let's go to back to the phone lines. Let's go to area code 610. The caller that's been waiting the longest. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 610. Are you there?
Hi, this is Sonia. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Hi, Sonia.
Hey, Sonia.
Hello?
From PA. That's our neck of the woods.
Hi there.
Yeah.
I'm glad what's that?
We're both from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, originally.
Oh, whereabouts?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
What's
want to
going on
talk
with you?
about?
Hi. Well, I wanted to talk about something I'm working on. It has to do with law of assumption and manifestation. Okay. So the job I have right now, which is totally awesome, I manifested the job I have presently. Okay. Because like you had mentioned earlier, someone had mentioned in the show, putting 100 fielders out there and hoping something will bite. No. I just applied to specifically what I wanted, exactly what I wanted, researched the company, and I only applied for like less than 10 jobs. And out of those 10, I got like 4 interviews. And while I had this job almost boxed in and ready to go, I was already sort of working in someone else that was interested. That thing. So I am working on something really big, manifesting it. And I just wanted to see what you guys are picking up as far as, achieving it and how close I am. And let me say this. I will say this. Once this happens, it will change my life. And put it this way, I will not forget about you guys, the help of the show, financially, big time. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Okay. So you want to know how are you going to do when it comes to achieving this, right? And kind of, what do we see with it? Well, look, the Fool card comes up here, which I think is really a great card to come up on that kind of question, because it does take a leap of faith to, do something big and something different and something bold. Get the Ace of Pentacles, also the Six of Wands too. So this looks really good. Like, I feel like it's going to happen. But the other 2 cards are really interesting too, because the Tower card comes up as well. So when the Tower card comes up, there's a sense like this is like, can be disruptive in a way, so it kind of shakes up the status quo, at least for you, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because we see balance restored in the end, ending with the Justice card. I feel like we're talking like 6 months to a year, maybe time frame. I'm not getting anything in the timing position, but that's just a general feel I get. But let's see what Dax is getting, and maybe he can zone in more on the timing.
Oh,
aspect.
wow. Yeah. I actually did get a timing card. Mine was very close to that. I got 9 months.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it sounds like for forever, but when you're starting something new and big, it's really not. You're coming across as the Queen of Coins, and just you're nurturing this thing along. Hey, let me know. Is there someone else involved? We got the Page of Cups showing up. This could be a male or female, probably could be chronologically younger than you, but not necessarily, might just be, youthful minded type person kind of thing. And so who in this is feeling like this is, I got the 5 of Cups, which is the crying over spilt milk card. So, that's my question for you, Sonia. Have you been feeling that way at all? It's kind of like, you're one or two things might not have been progressing like how you liked it. You're looking at that. You're not paying attention to all the good stuff that you have going on in the background. So you got 2 cups that are upright still. And even though 3 of them have, spilt their contents down here, is it you or somebody else involved that's kind of feeling this way? That's kind of what's coming up in the cards. But just ultimately, I got Major Arcana. This was my timing card. This is where the 9 months comes from. The Hermit card. You're shining your wisdom out onto the world. I feel like it's connected with something along those lines. And then this is, what's the word for it? Working hard on this new venture. And then it is the 8 of coins. 8 is abundance. So ultimately, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it might take up to 9 months or even a year. Mary said up to a year. Did that help you out?
Okay. Yep.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thanks so
and-
much for calling.
Now you got to call back and let us know what happened and what it was about.
Yeah.
See, we don't really actually need to know to pull cards on it, but
We're always curious afterwards.
oh yeah.
Like, how did that go?
Yeah. So if you manifest that, definitely call us back and let us know how the progress is going and everything with that. Do we got time for one more call, Mary?
One more. I think we could do one more probably.
Okay. We're going over, but we're going to do one more call. Area code 806. I'm being dyslexic today. 806. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mel from Texas.
Hi, I got Texas.
Hey, Mel. Yeah.
Is it Nell?
Mel from
Mel?
Amarillo.
Mel or
Mel.
Nell?
Mel.
No,
Melody.
Mel. M-E-L.
M-E-L.
Anyway,
Mel.
my friend, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm
Thanks for joining us.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
I was afraid you wouldn't get to me. I'm a Pisces, so this Pisces full moon was lovely. And this transit, the Mercury retrograde brought back a relationship I thought was over. And we were able to spend some time together Tuesday. Yeah, I thought it was nice, but I'd like to know what he feels about the relationship now and the best way I can approach him to spend more time with him.
That's a great question. So how's he feeling after the 2 of you? Right.
Yeah, we're visited Tuesday.
Right. And what can you do to help this progress? Just see what comes up here.
Well, just off the top, I mean, sorry, this cold. Oh my God, the endless phlegm, people. 6 of Cups, nostalgia. He's feeling nostalgic about it, but he's pulled in he's pulled in 2 different directions with it here, as you can see in the Chariot. And he's afraid to take the leap of faith. And what was the other part of the question? There was like 2 parts.
What can she do?
Oh. Okay. Let's see if I'm
Can
getting
you
it.
pull on that and ask why he's afraid?
I couldn't hear you, hon. What was that?
I just asking if you can ask why he is afraid.
Mm. Okay, as far as you connecting, I still think he's passionate about it. I mean, the night of passion, the night of wands,
Ooh.
fire shows up. Fire shows up. You know, what sign is he? Is he a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius?
Yes, yes, Aries.
Mm,
I didn't catch that. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time
Aries.
hearing her. Yeah, see,
Aries.
that's why this card.
Aries.
That's why that's
He's an
showing up.
Aries.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong on my end, Mary. It's just everything's been really low on the switchboard today. Yeah, that's why that's showing up. And okay, so I'm getting a shift in foundations. That's what I get when the tower card comes up. So the way, you know, you go about it is kind of whatever your normal ritual around this is. The Hierophant shows up, but in this case, it's not following ritual, it's breaking ritual. It's, you know, how can you break free of your normal pattern? And then and to do that, it's going to require a shift in foundations. And this is how, you know, as far as approaching him goes. I am not sure and would have to pull a lot more cards to figure out, you know, why he's feeling like he's being pulled in two different directions, but he is. And he's afraid to do that leap of faith. But let's see what Mary's getting. Maybe it'll give us a hint about that.
About the fear aspect. Yeah.
Or whatever you're getting, Mary.
Oh, well, I had already pulled cards on like what she can do, and it was very similar
Okay,
to
do that.
what you said. I also got the Hierophant, and I didn't get the Tower, but it's still along the same lines of that sort of, you know, switching it up a little bit on him, so he doesn't like know what to, you know, he doesn't start to like have an expectation that you're always going to call or always going to text or however, you know, whatever the routine is, if there is one. You don't want a routine with this guy because he'll like just ignore. If you fall into it. I got two aces. The Ace of Cups, our hearts, our love, that feeling. And then I got the Ace of Swords too. So you want to use the Two of Pentacles, which is where I get that shifting energy from, between the head and the heart. That is the way to sort of approach this guy, is like, don't get like all caught up in your feelings, or, you know, it's going to be painful because this is somebody who, it's like he wants to be chased, but then once he's sure that you're chasing him, then, you know, he can kind of like slack off and kind of like let it go for a while. And if you're all caught up in your heart when that happens, you know, you can really get your feelings hurt, and you don't deserve that. So you want to also get in your head space too and say, look, you know, he wants me, he can come find me. Okay. He wants you, he can come find you. And just think about it that way instead of worrying about how he's feeling and what's going to be best for him and how you can adjust to be the person that he wants to. Honey, you know, you're the catch. You're the prize here. Okay. He wants you, he can come find you. So just occasionally get into that space, and then occasionally, you know, be in love, you know. That's what I got. I hope that helps.
Well, I had not sent any messages until last night, and I just asked, "How was your weekend?" But it was kind of late, and I didn't hear anything. But I don't know. I mean, I had not done anything after that, so I don't know what to do. You said change it up, but I'm not texting him, so
Yeah. Well, you know,
does that mean ask him to go to the fair or something different, or not? Don't do anything at all.
I would say, you know, let him come towards you, since you know, has he responded to your text yet?
No, but it was last night. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's just last night. So that's, don't sweat that too much, but just think of it that way. It's like you already like reached out to him. He could have like it was only last night. This is like afternoon already in Texas. He could have said something by now, but then again, people get busy and stuff.
Right.
But it's hanging out there now. It's like his turn to respond. Call and response. Call and response. Because he's got to do his part for this to like really take us anywhere.
Right. So you can't
Thanks.
get generally he just it kind of, no, I don't know if scared's the right word, but he just is not ready to go down that road.
I don't get that. What I'm getting from these cards is that this is somebody who like, he likes he likes the attention. He likes maybe the game aspect of it. And when he thinks that, you're in the pocket, that you're the bird in the hand, that's when, he's like, oh, I'll get back to the bird when I want to. But he needs to know that you're not the bird in the hand. You're not a sure thing, and that he's got to do some work if he wants to get with you.
Okay.
So thanks for
Interesting
calling.
that night. Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks so much, Mel. We love you. Bye-bye.
I love y'all.
Aw,
That was nice.
yeah. She's
Okay.
a good
I love
good
y'all.
egg.
Uh-oh.
We love you. All right. Well,
All right, here we are. We're at the end of the show, everybody. Yay, we made it through. Can't wait for
Yay.
Thursday. Remember, you can call in on Thursday. Write down the phone number, 714-816-4628. 11
I
a.m.
will write
Pacific.
down the phone number too.
Yeah, you don't want to have another senior moment, Mary. 714-816-4628. Write that down and go over to tarottoday.live at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Remember, you can do the subscribe and hit the bell, and you'll get notified when we go live on Thursday. Thanks, everybody. Thanks to all our callers, everybody in the chat, and from around the world, too. That was really cool, Mary.
It was so exciting. Belgium, Denmark, Australia, the UK.
Fantastic.
It's so exciting.
Yep.
We're grateful that you all came and spent some time with us, and like and subscribe if you think about it, and definitely come back on Thursday because we'd love to connect with you again.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, Mary Ellen.
Good night, John Boy.